Tucker Carlson has created a terrorist recruitment video. Make no mistake about what he's doing. Here it is.
Domestic war on terror is here, is coming after half of the country.
The helicopters have left Afghanistan, and now they've landed here at home.
And the left is hunting the right, sticking them in Guantanamo Bay for American citizens, leaving them there to rot.
We are dealing with an insurgency in the United States.
Terrorism from white supremacy is the most lethal threat to homeland.
I've been told that I'm a white nationalist. Me.
FBI, put on your hands up.
They've begun to fight a new enemy in a new war on terror.
Not Al-Qaeda, white supremacy.
False flags have happened in this country. One of which may have been January 6th.
His truth is marching on.
Yeah, this is a Tucker Carlson documentary. He's backing this, okay? He's backing this extreme rhetoric meant to do what? Meant to make white supremacists and by extension, other white bigots especially mad, upset, angry enough to do violence. Now make no mistake about it, Tucker's just trying to make some money. But he'll make money on the backs of vulnerable and bigoted racist individuals. And that's what he's doing here. Let me give you some more background. Since the release of this trailer, which has been panned dangerous propaganda, rewriting or trying to rewrite history, Fox News, they are trying to distance themselves from this patriot purge documentary. The trailer's overall thrust is that alleged Capitol rioters are being unjustly persecuted. And it puts forth several false claims, such as January 6th may have been a false flag, that Americans are being imprisoned in Guantanamo Bay, and the leftists are hunting down conservatives. That's all part of the dogma in this propaganda piece. The video splices clips of interviews with Carlson, Stop the Steal organizer Ali Alexander, and others, with footage of President Joe Biden and Osama bin Laden, the KKK, Ku Klux Klans, war scenes, waterboarding, and the riot itself, okay? The Daily Dot had an update today. Fox News is not involved in the documentary and wants that made very clear. So now Fox News, they're saying, oh, no. This is, you see, this is a Tucker Carlson thing, and it's going to be on the other format, not Fox News proper. Let's make that distinction, okay? According to the Daily Dot, in our story, the Daily Dot did not mention that the show had Fox News backing just as it was being released by Carlson. But after we ran it, Fox News emailed the Daily Dot with an update request. Update request. Let it be known that we're okay with the propaganda. Just make sure you don't put our name in it. Let it be known. Update request. Fox News wants to distance themselves from this documentary without actually calling the documentary what it is: dangerous propaganda. Saying to the Daily Dot in an email, and I quote, can you please add so it's clear that these new episodes are for Fox Nation? Wait a minute, guys. Who owns Fox Nation? Oh, Fox News. You got, okay, it's your subsidiary. It's like your little sister. You want to blame it on the little sister here, okay? Let it be known. I want everybody to get this clear. This is not a Fox News production. It is a Fox News subsidiary production. That makes a difference. The subscription-based streaming platform that is behind the plate wall, I don't see that noted anywhere in the piece. Tucker Carlson Originals is not for the channel. Now take that, Daily Dot. Wow. Okay. Wise, you saw this. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, where do we even start with this, right? Obviously, as you mentioned, it's clearly propaganda. I think, what's the most interesting part about this is that Tucker Carlson is such a magician that he's convinced his audience, freedom-loving, red-blooded Americans, that somehow, some guys throwing a rock through a CVS window, protesting the unlawful death of black citizens at the hands of the state is somehow way worse than trying to overturn an election, a freely democratic election, right? These are supposed to be freedom-loving people. It's kind of amazing that Tucker Carlson has pulled that switcheroo on these people. And obviously it's hate speech, obviously it's propaganda. I think, excuse me, the saddest part about this, and I think it's tricky for us on the left, is, from my vantage point after January 6th, I was put a little bit at an unease by the idea that what was needed was like more police spending, domestic terrorism, and we gotta get more police involved. When it's just like, secure the Capitol, like secure the Capitol. That's all we needed to do. So I think they're taking advantage of the sort of rhetoric that came out of it, and it's dangerous.
Yeah,